I do quite a lot of small engine repairs on the side, and often I require gaskets for them, but in cases of base gaskets on carburetors, they don't come in very many kits, so I often have to make them myself. Today I'll show you one way I've been using my laser cutter to reproduce these gaskets using free software called Inkscape, my camera on my phone, and pretty much nothing else other than the gasket material. So far it's been working wonderful, and it's a lot easier than trying to cut them out with scissors or X-Acto blades. Hope you enjoy. This episode brought to you in part by PCBWay. Check them out at the link below for your next electronics project. They offer competitive rates for all PCBs, parts, and assembly, as well as 24/7 tracking of your order from start to finish. In this case, I have a weed eater here that requires a new base gasket. The original was split. So off to eBay, I checked them out, and sure enough, I found just a handful, and they're crazy expensive. This is a lot of money just for a tiny gasket, and they're pretty rare, as you can see by how many that this vendor has sold. Craziness. As usual, I'll put the instructions down below to how I did this, but basically I just bring the picture of a gasket into Inkscape. Now I took this one myself from directly over it, just with my cell phone camera. You can also just find the picture online if your gasket is too damaged. I do the adjustments here to do the trace. I had to adjust it to the value 500 here, and that seemed to give me a really good result of a trace of the outline of the gasket. Like I mentioned, this is free software, so that makes it pretty attractive. Moving the picture out of the way, we can see how we did with our outline. It's not perfect, but it's plenty good enough to work with here. I'm sure there's probably better ways to do this where we won't have to do the next steps that I do, but I just go ahead and I make circles for the holes. We're going to reproduce the circles and the cutouts, and then we're going to delete the scanned ones that are all kind of munged and deformed. So once I've drawn all the circles, it's just a matter of laying them all out in the correct places compared to the outside outline. That way we should be able to get a pretty good laser cut. No problem. Now I go ahead and I draw a rectangle around the outside of my entire gasket. This is going to allow us to give it absolute dimensions that we just measure with a vernier or a tape measure from the original gasket. You only need one out of the two, whether it be width or height, and then we let the scaling do the rest. We lock the ratio between the two, set the number value to what we desired, and that's it. Now we have it sized to the correct size for the real world gasket, and it was a lot easier to work on full size on the canvas. Works great. One more thing to make sure that our laser can handle cutting our entire gasket, we select everything, and we're going to go ahead and make sure that everything is a stroke instead of a fill. Red in color, that way the K40 Whisperer software that I use will understand it as a vector cut to actually use the laser to cut and not just engrave. I bring our gasket into K40 Whisperer, and sure enough, it ends up looking like the proper size and dimensions of a gasket. This looks like it might actually work. There's one minor warning pops up, that's just due to the way that I dimensioned it, but works fine. Out to the garage, to the laser cutter. Now with our gasket pulled into K40 Whisperer, still looks like it's gonna work. I set the power on the laser and we go ahead and hit vector cut. I do things on a sheet of just blank printer paper. I always do that first just to see whether my cuts are going to be what I'm after. The gasket paper is a little bit on the expensive side, so I don't want to waste any. So a good old sheet of paper, that'll give us a good test template. I always love this, just opening the door and finding the part that I really wanted and that I kind of designed. It's just like 3D printing. It always puts a smile on my face. I'll get to the bench, and sure enough, they match up. This looks pretty good. It's not perfect. It's far from perfect. We could do a lot better if we drew it out or if you were better in Inkscape than me, but by all means, this will work. This is going to do the job just fine, and still better than I could do by hand. Trying it on the trimmer itself, it looks like we've got a winner. I think this will do. Even the little locating pins that align with the intake manifold seem to work pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with this, so off to cut the real one now. I got this gasket paper just at my local Car Quest. I got a whole roll of it for $5 for one roll, and it was $10 for the other. So that was actually quite a bit cheaper than I could even find online. Cut a piece of it off just to make it easier to deal with on the laser. I wish they wouldn't sell it as a roll. It's kind of a pain because pretty much every gasket needs to be flat, not round. So anyway, off to the laser, put it in place, hit vector cut, away we go. Same as with our paper model, this comes out just wonderful. Just love watching this thing too. It's pretty cool. Had no problems with the laser on the gasket paper either. No burning, no nothing. I am using with my air assist here with really low pressure, just enough just to move a little bit of the smoke away. The only problem with my model is the outside edge is a little wide, so the laser does 2 passes. I need to learn how to fix that in Inkscape, but for now, this will do just fine. I go ahead and do a couple of more gaskets. My first one, I didn't use quite enough power on the laser, didn't punch all the way through, but the outline looks good. So we just move the power level up a little bit, away we go again. I'll put a link down below to my secondary channel where I actually share out the entire rebuilds of these small engines and different projects, any of my outdoor stuff. It's my Make Me Media channel, so I'm actually posting there weekly as well. So I'd love to have you come over and subscribe if you're not already. And sure enough, we end up with a nearly identical duplicate to the factory gasket. Super happy with this. Now that we have the model dialed in, have our design file, I never need to make this again by hand. So I went ahead and I cut a whole bunch more of these for my own stock, because this is actually a pretty common wall barrel base gasket. But then I can distribute this out. If I need more, I can just cut more, no problem. It's a wonderful way to use a laser cutter that I didn't think of before actually having one. Click a thumbs up if you like these kind of things. Creative uses for laser cutters is fun stuff, at least for me anyway. Cheers guys, good luck in all your projects. Thanks for my Patreon support. All you guys are awesome, and my channel members. You guys are fantastic. You make projects like these possible. Cheers guys.